Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Paxton Lynch's Broncos going up against Luck's Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Luck on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Luck. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. Still leaves him with fourth and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Left side here to Sanders. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
They go play action with Lynch. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, Locke. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing on 3rd down. Locke got his man complete over the middle. That's done. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. From the red zone now, Locke out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's Coleman here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Coleman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line. And only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now, Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. 2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, Lynch. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Hireman. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Now Lynch on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again, Lynch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd and 10, it's Lynch again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Hassan Ridgeway breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lynch. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing is Luck. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Emmanuel Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Over the middle, complete. It's done. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The final shot before the break. Luck. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down. They'll try and run the counter. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Hassan Ridgeway in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. This is Coleman. They find some open field here. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Defense showing blitz. On first down, Locke drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Luck on first down. And quick throw here, that's complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 47-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Coleman now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now it's Luck. And able to find Conley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Lynch. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 76 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Locke. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Locke. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. And he's got Hireman. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Lynch is going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now it's Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stand.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers.